The news we have all been waiting for has finally arrived as Red Bull KTM announced the signing of 25-year-old Aaron Plessinger to a 2-year deal today. The Hamilton, Ohio native has spent his entire professional career to this point with Yamaha after debuting with Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha in 2015. Plessinger rode for Star Racing until 2018, capturing a 250 Supercross and Motocross title along the way. When moving to the 450 class though, Plessinger moved to the in-house factory Yamaha effort for 2019 and 2020. Star Racing then took over the factory Yamaha effort for 2021, and Plessinger was back in his old home again. But now he moves to KTM, where he will partner Webb for all of 2022, and Marvin Musquin, who will be on a Supercross-only deal next year. It's no secret that Plessinger's 2021 season was much better than his 2 years with the in-house factory Yamaha program. Having only collected a handful of top 10 finishes in his first 2 years in the 450 class, Plessinger's return to the Star Racing Yamaha program saw him flourish with only 2 races outside of the top 10 all year in Supercross. He even spent part of the Pro Motocross season as a borderline title contender before a violent crash at Unadilla ultimately was enough for him to end his strong season. So why the switch to KTM when everything was turning around for him at Yamaha? Well, Yamaha is in its own conundrum of rotating talent at the moment, given that they have reigning 450 motocross champion Dylan Ferrandis already and new off-season signing Eli Tomac entering the program for 2022. But the word is Yamaha still wanted to keep Plessinger and did attempt to counter KTM's offer. Plessinger ultimately decided to go orange. There are plenty of positives about KTM for Plessinger to consider. He'll be joining close friend Webb there as teammates. He will work with acclaimed trainer Alden Baker. He has Roger DeCoster and Ian Harrison there as guidance, and much more. Even if you look at Webb, it's clear his move from Yamaha to KTM has been instrumental in his career. But Webb also came from the in-house factory effort to KTM as opposed to Plessinger coming from Star. The benefits could be seen in future outlook as well. Plessinger is an avid off-road enthusiast and grew up racing GNCCs under the watchful eye of his now AMA Hall of Fame father, Scott Plessinger. Scott raced KTMs to victory in the 1994 and 1995 GNCC championship, and the relationship might have helped, but for his son Aaron, KTM presents a formidable future in off-road past his motocross and supercross career. We already saw this year that longtime KTM GNCC racer Caleb Russell was rewarded for his success in GNCC with a ride on Red Bull KTM for Pro Motocross. Perhaps that connection is tantalizing to Plessinger. Plessinger's decision to move to KTM comes with good timing surrounding other key moves. With Plessinger having a career year in the 450 class coming into this offseason, his stock was arguably never higher, and KTM is needing to keep an eye on the future. Marvin Musquin signing a Supercross-only deal left KTM needing someone for Pro Motocross anyway, but Musquin's future in the sport beyond Supercross in 2022 is still a question mark. It's also known that KTM was interested in Plessinger when he moved from 250s to 450s back in the end of 2018, but he chose to stay with Yamaha then. DeCoster wanted Webb as well and got him for 2019, and now appears to have the Webb-Plessinger combo he really wanted 3 years ago. Plessinger joins Eli Tomac, who will go from Kawasaki to Yamaha, Jason Anderson, who will go from Husqvarna to Kawasaki, and Malcolm Stewart, who moved from Star Racing Yamaha to Husqvarna, as the 4th rider this year to go from one factory 450 effort to another. This offseason has been one of the more fluid off-seasons in recent memory, and the available rides likely helped Plessinger's negotiations. When Webb joined KTM in 2019, he was the clear number 2 in the team to Marvin Musquin. Webb had only 2 podiums that time in Supercross, whereas Musquin was a proven winner. In little to no time at all though, Webb was a race winner, title contender, and champion in the 450 class with KTM. Looking at the numbers for Plessinger, it's eerily similar. Plessinger has 1 Supercross podium and 2 motocross podiums in the 450 class. He'll likely be looked at as the number 2 rider to Webb when you think of power rankings, so could this be another meteoric rise to the top for Plessinger? It's not impossible. In all likelihood, KTM really is just looking for Plessinger to be a firm second rider to Webb though. Webb will be defending Supercross champion this year and eyeing his 3rd title in 4 years. Plessinger has now shown he has race-winning speed in the 450 class, but just couldn't quite put a lid on it for a race victory in 2021. Now with this framework around him though, it might be Plessinger's time to shine. That's all for this edition of RacerX Rapid News presented by Fly Racing. Be sure to visit racerxonline.com for all your motocross and supercross news.